And last question. Who do I relate to most out of my original characters? Honestly, with this one, I was talking to someone about this the other day where I was saying every character has like a thread of me in them, and then they develop around that thread, or it just shows up as they develop. But there is always a part of me in every character, because that helps me relate to them and understand their motives better, even when their motives don't align with mine. It's just an easier thing of we connect this way, and then I understand the rest of them better. And that's fine. It's fun. But out of the ones I relate to the most, I would have to say it would be Nate Saito. And although I gave him a happier life, he has worse judgment than me. So he isn't really a self-insert. I don't think I could fairly call him that. But he is definitely the one that I relate to the most. He's got that awkward sort of charisma where it's like, you don't seem like you would like him, but you do. Like, if you looked at it purely logically, he doesn't seem like someone who conveys confidence and self-assurance. He's kind of almost always a little bit unsure, and I mean, I'm almost 30 now, so it's not really something that happens all that often, but when I was a teenager, I had a very nervous energy to me. I was just kind of frantically bouncing around. I had all kinds of energy. I didn't know what to do with it. I was still figuring myself out. I had so much going on. I wasn't refined quite yet. I hadn't become myself just yet. So there was just a lot going on, and I feel like that's really what happens with Nate, is that he just has so much to do, so much to give, so much he wants to do. He's just all over the grid, and that's something that I was a lot like when I was a child, when I was a teenager, when I was his age. That's how I was like. So it just really means a lot to me to be able to convey that kind of story and have it connect to other people as well. I mean, the people who have read Nate's content generally love him a lot. They find it very endearing that he's so relatable. So it kind of feels a little bit like a cop-out to me to be like, I relate to Nate so much, but I do, and a lot of other people do too. So it's just this very sweet point where I think me and my readers can connect with him and therefore with each other. So it's just a really cute thing that I enjoy a lot. That said, if I had to pick someone who was kind of like a runner-up to it, I would probably say Jasper from the Holmes Institute story, just because she's got this confident energy to her, but is still also sorting herself out. Like, she knows what she can do and what she's capable of, but not who she is. So it's this very interesting thing that I think a lot of people can also connect to. But that is that. And I appreciate you guys sticking around. And of course, all the pledges you give me makes everything so much more doable. The time I do have to write about my original stories and the metas that you guys request, or original stories you guys request, everything that comes out of my Patreon comes because you guys make a pledge so that I can do this more. It takes some pressure off that financial part of it, giving me more free time to do the things that make me happy, that hopefully you are enjoying just as much. So thank you again. You guys are fantastic, and I hope summer treats you well. At the very least, July. I will see you again in August, which is a great way to remind you, do not forget that I'm going to be running a birthday contest that'll be opening in August, because my birthday is in the beginning of August. So it'll be all around my original content. You'll be able to write, draw, jot down a poem, make a song, whatever makes you happy, as most or as little effort, whatever. Honestly, it's more important to me that you have fun. So go for it, enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing everything you do.